What's going on, guys? I'm Corrupt. So currently I'm in Reddit Heroes and I'm here recapping their week 1 EWL war against Nova OZFC. Was a close war, as you guys can see there, and we're going to be looking at some amazing attacks from both sides of the war. So we're going to be first checking out what Nova has. So we're going to be looking at Buzz hitting number 3. There's only 2 Town Hall 11s for both sides, so don't worry about like too many Town Hall 11v11 attacks. But there were some incredible lower Town Hall versus 11s in this war, so definitely stay tuned for those. But we are going to see I think it's a hog attack, but it's a Goho. I think a shattered Goho, because he does have hogs in the clan castle, and he also uses the bowlers with the army composition. There's only single targets Infernos, but that is completely fine. There is a Tesla farm in that core, but it isn't going to be a huge deal because the rest of the hogs are coming. The Queen is also able to get a few of the Teslas. It is kind of similar to an old meta base design, but is completely fine since Town Hall 10 meta really hasn't changed. It's just changed with the single targets. Pops the Queen's ability, and you can really see he still has 2 heals left for those hogs, and he will definitely get through this base with those last 2 heal spells. Definitely a really strong strategy for those Town Hall 10s, but a really good attack in this league war. This is I forgot to mention this as well, this is Veterans Division. So this is I would say, since it's my first time covering this league, bigger than the other 2, which I think is Apprentice and another one. But good job to Buzz for a hog 3-star. A Springtrap does cause a few of them to leave the base, but that is completely fine, as he will get the 3-star. So good job to Buzz, and we're going to be looking at another, thank you, Lab Monster. We're going to be looking at, let's see, where is it? Here it is, Buzz hitting number 7, which is Ninja Kirby. And he is going to be using a very similar strategy. He's going to be using a shattered Goho, and same army composition. He's going to be using 1 jump to get into the base, along with wall breakers, so almost like a double jump. He's going to poison the CC, which is a damage CC, and he will be able to get through it with the heroes, bowlers, and the rest of the kill squad. There is 1 Expo on ground. This could have been a good base for air, but that wasn't the case. He is going to run into those single target Infernos, but they aren't going to pose much threat, though they will take out the King. But the Queen still has her ability, and she will be able to get that one down, and the hogs start their reign of terror. Still has 8 hogs left in his army composition. Still has 2 heals left, so definitely saving the heals while his kill squad really wrecks the base. And you will definitely see how the strategy really just works well on a lot of different base designs. Though it doesn't work on base designs that have a lot of DPS in certain areas, like double Expos, double Wizard Towers. Though they can be healed over, it's going to be a lot more difficult because the amount of DPS in that area is insane. But a good job to Buzz for another great 3-star using hogs. Definitely wanted to bring some 10v10 attacks that weren't just league play, but definitely hogs are the way to go at Town Hall 10. They are really strong, and once you master them, they can become your friend. So it's really, really strong. They really wreck any base design right now. They are really, really strong. And with a kill squad away from the Infernos, that's a really good choice for an attacker to make. So, gonna get the 3-star right there. So, good job to Buzz. And we're next going to be looking at some 9v9s. We're going to be looking at Kane hitting... Ooh, I couldn't click on it. So he's going to be using Stoned Witches. I think there's 2 replays here that use Stoned Witches. Different than the regular, like, witch attacks. But still the same. It's whatever gets you 3 stars gets you 3 stars. I know people are tired of seeing the strategy. It's tired of seeing witches. But, hey, it's a 3-star strategy. What can you say? Using no healers, and instead you have a heal spell for the kill squad. Let's hope that those bowlers don't walk, and they will. With the king as well. Kind of sucks. But the hound is on the golem, so it really won't do anything. You have the witches in there in the core, taking advantage of that, I guess. Following it. And you still have the queen's ability right there. Hound does pop, and he really got through a good chunk of the base design without the king or the rest of the bowlers going into the core. Usually I see that and that might be a fail, but it wasn't for this one, so he was able to really get it through it. That Skelly trap is going to annoy the queen and she's gonna die, but that doesn't really mean anything because you still have a golem, you still have some witches, and you still have a bowler up. The king died now, but other than that, it's a really good 3-star right there. Witches are definitely a great way to 3-star a base. They're just really strong. So, good job to Kane for another 3-star, or for his 3-star using this strategy. We're going to be looking at Slug Terra hitting Lance. I can't say that. Got a lot of things running through me right now. And it's another Stone Witch. Don't worry, this is the last Stone Witch. But definitely interesting base. I've actually seen it before. It was in my Discord anyways. But definitely a really nice, interesting base design, and it's gonna get abused by this attack strategy. It's definitely a really strong strategy. It's something not to mess with. It's using a heavy kill squad rather than a cold-blooded kill squad, but you're still you're hoping that the bowlers don't walk and instead they go into the core and just destroy. Now for this one, it's very interesting. He's using 3 jump rather than another rage. This is what's really interesting about this. Just how he thought of using the spells is really crazy. So really good attack for him. He allowed those golems to tank so much for the attack that he was able to basically get through. It still has the queen's ability, and he's just gonna get through this base. Just an amazing attack using a different spell composition that I really never thought about using. Pops that queen's ability, and the rest of the base is gonna be gone to that queen that still has health left, plus its archers and the golemites. So good job to Slugterra. We're gonna be looking at one more 9v9, and it's gonna be from Chaotic Blood, using a queen walk this time. I remember making a queen walk video a while ago, but here's another queen walk to fulfill you. So the queen walk is going very strong right now, and he's using 1 baby dragon to create the funnel to make sure that she goes to the air defenses, because you can see this is a Lalo. What he's trying to do is he's trying to get, and what I'm trying to see in this, he's trying to get 2 ADs, probably plus an Expo. That's what I'm thinking. But maybe not. But he does also have the king to make sure that she goes in the right path, so that then so that she doesn't go continue. He uses 1 test wall breaker, but he still has 5 wall breakers there, and he will hopefully break into that wall. But the queen, she did retarget, will lure out the CC, poisons the CC, which is just minions and witches. Kind of interesting. But he will also get the Expo that he really needs. And he will actually probably get the queen. The healers lock onto the king, but it wasn't for long, as the queen over here will go down to the enemy queen. And he was able to get a really good amount of value, was able to get an Expo, an air sweeper, 2 air defenses, and the queen. And he's going to be starting his Lalo portion here. He has some minions in there for cleanup as well. Kind of looks like a spam attack, but not really. But he is going to get through this base design. Definitely really good. Queen Walk is just so versatile now, and you're able to perform much, like, not higher skill, but like definitely wrecking bases like this. And there you go, he sends in a few of the minions just for cleanup. Still has a rage there, and he will just use those basically the rest of the loons will get through the rest of the base, and he will not have to worry, because that hound is tanking for those loons, and as well as those lava puppet minions right there. But there you go, queen is still alive, banging the wall, but she won't really be needed, as there you go, easy 3-star for Chaotic Blood. Good job on using that Queen Walk Lalo. Next, we are going to be looking at some very interesting attacks from the top, and we are going to be looking at a 10v11 2-star. And this was very, very interesting. I wanted to share it with you guys. So, kind of an anti-3-star, not really, because you have the Town Hall still a little deep. But he is using a mass bowler with a stoned kill squad. He has 3 rage, 1 heal, and 1 jump in that army composition. Right now, just picking off buildings, but really what he's trying to do is get that 2-star, and because this is number 1, he is definitely trying to go for the 2-star. This would probably seal the deal for the rest of the raid, or rest of the war. But all of this is really cleanup. Let's see if we can get to the main attack, but he is definitely just right now picking off percentage. He's going to start a little bit further, actually, than I actually thought. I thought he was going to enter in from another side, but he is going to get a little bit of percentage there, and sends in the rest of the bowlers, sends in the CC bowlers, and he will place the jump down and also put a rage and a heal there just to get those bowlers moving, still going strong. And he will get the Town Hall plus the 2-star, and he will get a 56% 2-star on the space. So really good job for this attack. Just really good. I'm sorry, a 69 for this attack. So really good job to Ninja Kirby for getting the 10v11. And we're going to be looking at another strategy, or another base that got 2-starred, but this isn't by a 10. It's by a Town Hall 9. So this is very interesting, and I haven't seen it since Echo's video, so I was like, why not show this one? He's using 4 rage. He has a Queen Walk. He has some dragons in there. It's gonna be very interesting. Right now he's picking off percentage very similar to the 10v11. But this is gonna be, again, whenever you see the Town Hall right on the outside, this means that a Town Hall 9 can attack a base like this and get the 2-star relatively easy. with the Queen Walk, with the help of a Queen Walk, you'll most likely get it. But you will see he's going to be starting off with the Queen Walk with his level 30 Queen. Again, it's a Town Hall 9, but this was very, very interesting to show. So it's the Toucan. I can't believe I said that wrong. The Toucan is hitting I can't say that. But he is going to definitely go in for the 2-star, since that Town Hall is right there, right in reach. He sends in a loon to get any traps that are in there, but he doesn't really need to worry because that Town Hall is right in reach of that queen. He doesn't even need to use a kill squad or anything. He could actually just attack it like that. And he will get the job done right here. And now really all he has to do is just gain percentage using the rest of his army. And I'm not sure if this was the idea, but he still has 3 rages left. And you're going to see he's going to send in his BK and also one of his baby dragons over there on that side. He's going to drop some dragons over here plus another baby dragon. He still has 1 more in the army composition. Right there, puts down both of his rages. And he will get through a good chunk of this base to give him the 50% 2-star that he so greatly desires. And there you go, a good 2-star as well. And almost basically the exact same percentage-wise. 59%, very similar to the other one. So good job to the Toucan for that amazing 9v11 2-star. So we're going to be looking at a few more 9v9 attacks from Reddit hero side. We're going to be looking at Vigiva. I don't know if I said that. I probably said that wrong. But that's okay. We'll just call him H. So H is going to be starting off with a clear funnel. And he is going to be using a CC Golem. Just look at that level 7 Golem. I remember when everyone was like, oh man, look at that Golem. Wow, it's so strong. But now, I don't know. But at Town Hall 9, it's definitely a thing to use in a CC like that. Just, it has so much hit points. It's crazy. Lures the CC out, and he's really just using a Sui, or a cold-blooded. And he will get the CC down, plus at least 1 AD from this. So, the goals of that kill squad was definitely to get at least 1 AD down. I don't think he was expecting to get 2, but he is going to start his La Lune portion along the 1 AD that he gets. So he's gonna continue to go through the space with the rotational Lalo. He still has a heal, and this is something that I'm seeing a lot more often in Town Hall 9 Lalos is heal. Heal is definitely one of the more essential spells to bring now, because of just really there's so much value that a heal can get because you'll have so many loons. Since if your kill squad can get a good amount of value from just the base, if you can create a wedge and get some traps, perfect. You can use that heal really whenever it feels necessary, since as long as you get rid of 1 to 2 wizard towers with the kill squad, you're good. And this is going to be a really nice 3-star for H, as he will get it done with this very interesting Lalo. So good job to H for this. We're going to be looking at another one by Leon, hitting twice. Going to be using Shattered Witches this time. Has some... Now, it looks like more like spam, because he just went on the line instead of doing a typical witch slap, I think. But he does have wizards, so it's basically a go wee wee. This is a go wee wee. Well, glad that the strategy's back I remember when it used to be OP. But other than that, he has 2 jumps. He created a very nice funnel, and he will be able to get through the base. He did lure out the CC, which is way on the outside. I expected that this base was mainly supposed to defend a small kill squad, like a cold-blooded, but that wasn't the case. So you'll see that this shattered kill squad away from that was able to deal with it. Now, none of the heroes are going on the inside of the base, and that's kind of interesting because that is an untypical witch attack. You usually see in these witch attacks where they have the kill squad going into the base that includes heroes. But in this raid, he will get that done and just definitely will get this 3-star, and really it's all thanks to these heroes and this one witch that is on very sliver of health. But there you go. Even though a strategy doesn't look like it's going to go to plan, you can still 3-star. It's entirely possible. And definitely with this, Leon showed that he was able to get the 3-star really without the strategy going wrong. And even though it did go wrong, he was still able to get the 3-star. So really good job. And we're going to be looking at Thread hitting Kane. It's happening again. I couldn't click it. And this one, Shattered Goho, and or Gohobo. And this is going to be a very, very interesting strategy to see. You don't see this a ton, but it is still a strategy that you can use. So he's using the wizards for the funnel, like a typical. He does have a baby dragon in there also for the funnel. It's a great funnel troop to use. Uses some test wall breakers, but is able to break in and kill a few of those skellies from the skelly trap. Now there is a hound CC. Isn't going to be a big deal for this kill squad because really never really a big deal unless you're using like a witch attack. Then it's a big deal. But definitely with a shattered kill squad, you really don't need to worry about it. It's kind of almost like a useless CC unless the attacker is using something else. Usually if you're using Hound in the CC and it's centralized, it kind of gives a small kill squad an edge. But you can see he got a good chunk of the base, a nice wedge, and he will be able to just, not really spam him, but he will be able to go through the base with 2 heals and just surgically place those hogs. And he does use his last heal, but he doesn't have to really worry a ton because he still has those hogs, and the hogs really won't do the defenses really won't do too much to those hogs. And that's it. That is it for the rest of the raid. Gonna get through the rest of the base with the rest of the heroes, and there are some defenses in there, but he will be able to get it. Very nicely done by 3 Feed for that 3-star. So there you go, guys. That is the end of the recap. If you guys did enjoy, hit that like button. It really means a lot to the channel. And if you're new or if you want to see more content like this, hit that subscribe button. If you guys want to join the Circle of Clans, it's going to be down in the description. If you want to join my Discord server, it's also going to be down in the description. And if you want to join EWL, it's also going to be down in the description. I will leave their Discord server. And that is going to be all. I will see you guys next time.